Hello everyone, and welcome to the Retro Stellar, where in today's episode we'll be looking at this. This is the Capcom Street Fighter II Champion Edition Micro Player by MyArcade. This thing is still out on the market. I believe you can get it at the MyArcade website for about $59.99, but I've also seen it at Target for $43.99. You can get a used version of this on eBay. I've seen one go for about $35.99. So again, shop around. You may find it someplace where the cost is less for it. I actually got this as a gift for my anniversary from my wife. So I don't know what she paid for it, but I think she got it at a discount at Barnes & Noble. So anyway, this is a slightly bigger version than the MyArcades that I reviewed on this channel in the past. For example, this is a Dig Dug version of done by MyArcade. So you can see there's a significant difference between the two. So this one's a little pricier. This one I think goes for around 30 to 40 bucks depending on where you look around. They used to be like $24, I think. So anyway, this is actually the original arcade version released in 1992. And the features that it has is a 3.25-inch LCD screen, which I don't think is all that great, but it's usable. You can link two of these together with a cable that's included with this to play it actually as a two-player game, which is actually pretty decent. It takes 4 AA batteries, or you can use a micro USB cable that's not included to play this. It has it has a light up marquee, and the coin slot actually is illuminated as well. And it has a headphone jack, so you can play it in quiet if you so choose. So why don't we see what we get in the box with this thing? Play a game or two, probably get my butt kicked, and see if this is something that you would be interested in adding to your little mini arcade collection. All right, here is the box for the Street Fighter II Champion Edition by MyArcade. And it's, yeah, plasticky. What can you say about it? Here it's actually kind of neat. Gives you a little bit of the history of the game, how it came out in 92, blah, blah, blah. And in the back, it shows you how you can link two of these together to play them. Goes over basically the features that I already discussed. And yeah, that's the box. So let's open this up and see what all comes with it. I don't believe there's much to it. Well, at the very least, they try to protect it well. So here is the micro player itself. We'll get that in a second. Set that off to the side. And inside, at the bottom, we get the 3.5-inch link cable that you use to connect them together. And you get the instruction manual or user guide, which comes in all these little languages. Basically tells you the usual stuff, what each button does, batteries, blah, blah, no big deal. And get this little advertisement that shows you some of the different devices that MyArcade sells. Basically, what they do is they get the licenses to produce these games, and then they put them in absolutely everything they could possibly develop. Little mini arcade things, these little handhelds, all kinds of plug and play stuff. You know, they really are trying to make use of the money that they spend on these licenses. And as you can see, it's a good representation of what the actual arcade cabinet looks like as far as how this layout is. If you look in the front, here is the menu button. The pseudo coin slot, which is also the power button. This is where you would add coins to play the games. Around the back, this is the compartments for the 4 AA batteries that's required. Here's the jack for your micro USB. This is the jack where you would connect 2 of these micro players together to play 2-player. In the middle here is where you can hook up a headphone. And this plus and minus is for the volume. So if we look at the joystick, it's actually not bad considering, you know, the regular My Arcade ones don't even really try to look as authentic, but the way they did this is actually kind of nice. It looks like a legit arcade joystick. And if you listen, you can hear the micro switches in it, so it's a little on the noisy side. Here's your start button. These buttons, they're okay considering. So let's turn it on. Right here, you could see the light up marquee here, and the coins pseudo coin slot is also illuminated, and the screen, which is the 3.25 LCD, doesn't have the greatest viewing angles. It's not like it's an IPS. As you can see there, it kind of fades off to the side. Looking down at it's not so bad, but definitely to the side isn't all that great. You would think that, you know, with today's technology, they'd have a slightly better one. And here is your main menu where you can pick between single player and 2-player. And you can choose whether you're player 1 or player 2. That's essentially it. So let's hit the start button and try out a game. And here is the game as you've loaded it up. I don't know if you can tell, the sound is a little on the distorted side, but you know, you can adjust the volume. But one thing I forgot to mention, up here at the top, there are stereo speakers. So that is a very interesting feature. If you hit the menu button in the front, it takes you to this little sub menu where you can adjust things like, you know, go back to the game, restart the game, do screen in the full or native aspect ratio, I believe. Turn the demo sound, game difficulty, and where you can adjust the brightness of the screen. And let's get a game going.
Round 1, fight!
Come on, just do one Hadouken. Come on. That's it for a look at the Street Fighter II Champion Edition by My Arcade. It's okay. It's not bad. I mean, you can't beat what I paid for it. Free. But if you buy it from My Arcade for $60, that's quite a hefty price. If you want to play two-player, you got to get two of these. That's $120. So in that sense, it's not worth it. I didn't really touch on the build quality so much. I mean, it's kind of like cheap plastic. There's not much to it. So it doesn't feel like a premium item that is worth paying that kind of money for. But, it was fun. You get sort of an authentic arcade feel considering, like the layout. I mean, that's not bad. Downside to it, other than the price, is to try and pull off your special moves, especially the Hadouken. I think I only managed to pull it off like 4 or 5 times and wound up getting my ass kicked in the process of trying to do that. But, I don't mind having it in my collection, especially since I got it as a gift. And if you could get it at a cheaper price point, like at the other sites that I told you, like Target, it might be worth it to you. So that should do it for this episode. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one.